Believing I'm your breathing proof. I got vertigo because the cycle's so sickening. We violated by this music that we listening. Nonsense distributed like conscience is a hindrance. God makes appearances, or else you think you hearing this. Trick us with the magic beans we won't follow. So the beans don't start cause they're so hollow. Like a crime scene's chalk.
Art and Soul of the City showcases the diverse talents around our region. And today's special guest is spoken word artist Abyss.
I'm a blade of grass in a field of dreams. I'm a diamond amidst acronius. Know what I mean? They said the block too hot, the world's still cold. They call it a market cause their souls being sold. Lack of academics, the level is epidemic. The treatment is symptomatic. We dealing with bastards, addicts, nothing up in they attic. Recollection is tragic, so it's hard to imagine I'm a beautiful mess. Feel like I'm in a pageant. They tote heavy metal. I pray I'm not a magnet. Black man thinking, please call off your dragnet. I spit a narcotic in control of my substances. Don't say I'm doing lines, I'm just saying sentences. Swine flu penmanship, sick is what with my gift. Hard to hold me down cause I came to uplift, uplift, uplift. So amazing, he's so amazing.
So amazing, so amazing.
He what?
So amazing.
He's what?
So amazing.
Most high God.
So amazing.
He what?
So amazing, so amazing, so amazing, so amazing.
Say what?
So amazing, so amazing, so amazing, so amazing.
I'm from Detroit,
so
Michigan. I was raised on welfare, government cheese. Praying for a drought, I got high water genes. Single parent, oldest child, raised in a poverty. Mama made it sweet when the outlook sourly. Taught me how to get it, even if the wage ain't hourly. Keep God first, it's always the policy. Put that on a casket, cause a son out his basket, about to blow his gasket. Transform this tragic to the magic, coated in Lake Placid. Truth burn like acid, I'm a slave to the rhythm. I promise to be the master.
Derek Abyss Graham, Fort Wayne, Indiana. What'd you think when we booked you to come up here in Fort Wayne? Your overall impression when we said Fort Wayne?
I figured I have never been to Fort Wayne. I've been around, but I've never came here. And when I rode up, I mean, I was pretty impressed. Like the Fillmore, it's a nice venue, man. And my name up in lights out here.
Wait. I don't know if we want to tell them that your name is in lights everywhere you go, isn't it?
Yeah, but first time in Fort Wayne, this is definitely a great reception.
Now, you're a legend when it comes to HBO Deaf Poetry Jam. And there's some controversy when it comes to the HBO series. Some poets love it, some hate it.
It's a gift and a curse, definitely.
Okay, explain.
Some, that's all they aspire to be, is a deaf poet. And myself and a couple of other artists that were actually chose to be on there, this was our hustle before Russell. It gave validation to what we were doing. So, you know, we were traveling around already and basically bringing this new thing that wasn't quite new. It was just new to some people.
Right.
So, you know, when you said Fort Wayne, and I don't really know of a slam team coming out of these areas or anything. So I'm eager to definitely spread the word, the message, and the art.
Now, when you talk about spreading the message, your particular brand that you do is a message in itself. Tell our viewers.
It's called Acid Gospel, and basically that's the burning truth. Like sometimes the truth burns. So acid meaning burning, gospel meaning truth. It's the burning truth. And it's just a creative way to give you your medicine. So, you know,
okay.
Sugar, it's entertaining. It's not preachy, but it's one of these things to drive the point home. Definitely, we have to get it back into reading books, and we can't just fall for what they're giving us.
Now, we had done some research on the spoken word and found out that it's been around since 1600, started in India as one of the earliest places, and I didn't know that. It just blew my mind.
It just blew my mind now.
So again, you do the spoken word, you do the music, you sing with it, you've done some acting, I understand.
Yes, sir.
Composer.
Yes, sir.
And now, are you also an author?
I'm an author as well. I've authored some poems, and I think it was the Michael Jordan brand Nike Urban Survival Guide.
Okay.
It was back when I started the HBO Deaf Poetry.
Getting back to the HBO Deaf Poetry, how many times did you appear on that?
I appeared twice. I taped 3 times, but you never know if you're going to be on the cutting room floor or not.
Right, right.
So
basically, the way that you do it, you pretty much have a set that you're already going to do, correct?
Right, and I have a set, but you know what I do is I go off the vibe in the room, and we're all just energy, and we bounce off each other. So whatever energy that I am, you know, feeding off of, it's going to get reciprocated.
Right.
So it's one of these things, even though it might be a rehearsed set, I call myself Peyton Manning a lot because I call it audible. You never know. It might be how we rehearsed it. It might not.
People that don't know what it is, and you know, they're used to not turning their cell phones off, or they're used to going somewhere to hear music and not hear music, but music is playing in the background. And
it might be a little different from them, but if we're not changing now, when will we?
Exactly.
Because if you do what you've always done, you're going to get what you've always had.
That's right. That's right.
So with what I'm trying to bring to the game is basically showing that, hey, nobody can put you in a box unless you allow them to put you in a box.
Right.
So they were like, oh, you're a poet, you're a spoken word artist. I'm an artist by nature, I'm a spoken word, I'm a poet, I'm God's light. And that's why I'm a vessel. And that's all I'm trying to do is spread light.
I'd rather be with you, ooh, yeah, yeah. Said I'd rather be with you. Spoken word. Beware the Nephilim, prophecy and potion. Poetry too deep, y'all, we gotta talk in the ocean. The secrets of heaven have been shared with the men of this world, and we masking this technology, attacking their prey psychologically. I am America's hostage socially, from my physical to the ghost of me. Same kind to give a toast to me, probably pull a toast on me. Roast me with my homies, leaving me slumped at the breakfast at Shoney's. All for the money, but ain't nothing funny, cause I'm walking with my pallbearers. Cause real cats are scarce, and nothing compares to love. So they attack with no love, and this is what it sounds like when the doves cry, but love don't lie, we just keep our heads to the sky. Try not to fry like fake deacons. My life has been the beacon, my physical still reeking. Spiritually seeking off the deep end. You can always deepen and regrouping from sin. We are approaching Omega, the church say amen.
Calhoun Street Soup, Salads, and Spirits, better known as CS3, and one of downtown's best-kept secrets, is quickly becoming the destination for homemade soup, salads, and scrumptious entrees from a versatile menu that caters to the pickiest diner. CS3's Tiger Room growls with music from the best local bands that make even the big city clubs envious. Next time you're at a Tin Caps game, the Embassy Theater, or just looking for a great lunch, dinner, or night out, make CS3 your final destination. Calhoun Street Soup, Salads, and Spirits. Shh, still downtown's best-kept secret.
Enjoy a quiet, comfortable stay at the Best Western Luxbury Inn. You will be rewarded with a great night's sleep in our newly renovated rooms. Our friendly staff and great service won't leave you feeling homesick. We offer a full, complimentary hot breakfast. The Best Western Luxbury Inn. Once you stay, you won't want to go anywhere else. In Fort Wayne at exit 102, off I-69.
Hello?
Is this Mrs. Jones?
Yes.
This is JRJ Collections. This call is being recorded for quality assurance. We've attempted to contact you on several occasions without any success. If your account is not settled in full today, we will garnish your wages and freeze your bank accounts. You will be responsible for all court costs. The date for a reduced settlement has passed. This matter must be resolved. You can pay by credit card debit or check by phone.
Hey.
This is your last chance.
Don't call me again. I filed with Styles.
Styles Law Office. Bankruptcy attorney.
Evolve Spa, a place where tranquility and peace fill the air, where your mind, body, and spirit will evolve from a hot stone massage, Polynesian pedicure, or herbal sachet massage. But there's so much more to experience at Evolve, and we know you'll want to share it with friends and family. So take an hour-long vacation, and before you leave, be sure to take a gift card home, or log on to evolvespa.net and we'll send them a gift card for you. Evolve Spa, a place like no other, just down the road from Jefferson Point.
Pierre, one of the world's top party destinations, has brought you the best in entertainment to Fort Wayne, Indiana for 22 awesome years.
For a long time.
How many people experienced Korn, Nickelback, Snoop Dogg, Godsmack, 311, LL Cool J, Disturbed, Papa Roach, Sugarland, Tesla, Keith Sweat, and more than 1,000 other tremendous artists, all up close and personal, the Pierre's way. To check out upcoming concerts and events at Pierre's, surf the web straight to itstheparty.com.
And now, back to Art and Soul of the City with our special guest today, Abyss.
Now, hopefully I can get away with this. How old are you, by the way?
I'm 40. Actually.
Are you 40? Okay.
Yeah.
I got you by
I just
few
keep
years,
a youthful look.
Right, right.
But,
Wife must be treating you right and all that, because you know I had to shave mine off. Anyway, and you've been doing the spoken word for how long?
15 years.
15 years?
Year. Yep.
Okay. All right. Who inspired you?
You could say Gil Scott-Heron, Mary Baraka. Basically, my life experiences have inspired me. So out of my trouble, I might can, find something that can help somebody else. Because, your test becomes your testimony. Right. Your mess is your message. And you basically, you use that to your advantage because you got to master the pain.
Now, when you started out 15 years ago, from what I read, you started out in a comedy circuit.
Yeah, I was traveling around with the comedians. I mean, y'all's hustle is just, it's something to be envied.
Now, hanging with the comics, did you do comedy yourself, or did you
I
incorporate
cracked
it?
a couple of jokes, but I'm more so, I think what I was trying to do is establish myself as a spoken word artist. And I believe if people are laughing at me, it's hard for them to take the poetry serious. Right. So I'd rather take it from the inside out, take the poetry serious and put the jokes in my personality. Gotcha. So it's nothing different than who I am right now. I'm not acting to be like anybody. I'm the same person when I'm not. I care about the well-being of my fellow man. I'm trying to love thy neighbor. So, how can I help you have a better life?
So now, we were talking before we started taping that you've been through my hometown of Gary, Indiana, but you're originally from Detroit, Michigan?
Originally from Detroit, Michigan. I had a brief stint, about 10 months. I went to Milton.
Okay, it's Milton and Gary.
In Gary,
now, how long were you in Detroit? Were you raised there?
Born and raised.
Born and raised, okay.
So, the Motown bug hit me. So the music has always been in my life. Blues. I had grandfather, my grandmother, my mother. They used to always take me down to Mississippi. I'm listening to Bobby Blue Bland, who I actually had a chance to open up for before as well. So it's kind of like, you bringing all of that in the culmination of, I want to add something to this. Right. So listening to those guys, Ain't No Love in the Heart of the City and all of this, listening to that molded me to where I have a kind of a blues edge. It's rhythm in my blues. Okay, okay. Now, if someone was to try to put you in that box that you don't want to be put into, but if they were trying to classify your music, or it says, when you go to Amazon, sounds like, right, what would be an accurate description for you? I would probably call it an urban folk artist. Okay. Or urban folk artist, just for the guitar's sake, but more so of the consciousness of the lyricism that's going into play. So more urban than like a Tracy Chapman, but... More urban than a Tracy Chapman, but probably less urban than your hardcore hip-hop. Okay. We set sail on life's wings amongst kings and queens, royalty on different scenes. My shoulders are here for you to lean when walking is just too hard. When your freedom has been replaced with bars, amputated opinion just means no reaching for the stars. Nowadays, inspiration comes in small jars, and we still gotta play the cards despite poker face. Cause you got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, and know when to run in this rat race. And we chasing this cheese like it's craft. You do the math, I'm on God's credit. We running the tab. I was blessed with the gift of gab. Some of us don't get the point. We might need to be stabbed. And if we all in this together, why do it feel like we trapped? And if we all brothers and sisters, let's drop the misters and the misters and celebrate the way God kisses us. Because when we stray, he really misses us. God had his eye on we way before the fallopian sea. And I can't wait till I got 2 pieces of white meat sprouting out my back. Question for what we lack. Hell is what we see when our eyes open. Heaven is what we see when they closing. Words spoken, deep like ocean. We all in the same boat, just hoping.
Needing new furniture or wanting to sell yours? Shop, buy, or sell your pre-owned quality furniture today at Cherished Again. Call for details or stop in and see the large selection of furniture at Cherished Again, 230 East Collins Road.
Finances in a wreck? Don't let creditors take over your life. Save your house and all that you've worked so hard for. Free consultation, payment plans, evening and weekend appointments. Call Jeff Arnold, 1-888-600-LAWS for good help fast.
One of the world's top party destinations has brought you the best in entertainment to Fort Wayne, Indiana for 22 awesome years.
For a long time.
How many people experienced Korn, Nickelback, Snoop Dogg, Godsmack, 311, LL Cool J, Disturb, Papa Roach, Sugarland, Tesla, Keith Sweat, and more than 1,000 other tremendous artists, all up close and personal, the Pierre's way. To check out upcoming concerts and events at Pierre's, surf the web straight to itstheparty.com.
And now, back to Art and Soul of the City with our special guest today, Abyss.
Abyss stands for, and how did you come up with that?
Well, actually, Abyss was given to me by my barber. As you can see, I haven't visited him in a while. But he was saying I shouldn't use Derek Graham, I should use Abyss because it describes my work. So I was like, okay, like deep? He's like, yeah, you said your work is deep. So I used it and I turned it into an acronym, and it stands for A Bright Young Soul, Searching or Seeking.
Okay. Now, when you go to someone and you introduce yourself as Abyss,
right.
Do people automatically take it as that you're deep, or will they assume the derogatory form of Abyss, or does it open up the door for you to teach?
I think it opens up the door to teach, but more so I think the aura comes off. Even when you say Abyss, you're like, oh, he's got, you know, some kahunas to call himself Abyss. Mm-hmm. Or somebody, hey, that's hell. No, that's the measurement of hell. But that's the measurement of hell that I've been through and I've came back. So if I can't live to tell my story, I wouldn't be here to talk. I mean, this is the vessel. This is the whole thing. I was told that I was an endangered species, so I done seen the abyss. If we sit and talk about bullying, I've been bullied by society, but I pushed back. And I pushed back creatively. I didn't have to go get a pistol. I didn't have to do any of that. I got a pen. I got a pen and pushed it only with, you know, the authority that's been given over me, the anointed work. So, like, it's kind of like being a preacher without having to say, I'm going to put on a collar, because if I put a cross on it, you guys are going to run from it. Mm-hmm. You won't even entertain it. Right. So I come and I meet you where you at. So I got parables.
All right.
So, you know, this is how we do it. We use the metaphors and the similes to get you creatively, just like how the music enslaves us right now, because we're listening to the garbage and we don't realize why we're getting garbage out.
Right. Did you go to school to learn how to play? Or are you just self-taught?
I'm self-taught, and it's kind of like, it's one of those things I was just feeling. Okay. And I was inspired by numerous peers that actually play guitar, and it was just one of those things like, yo, I just want to pick it up. I gave away 4 of these things.
Oh, really?
I gave away 4 guitars before I actually picked it up.
Oh, wow.
And I did not know what I had in my hand, and it was kind of like I kept dealing with it. Because God, like, look, I keep putting the guitar in your hand, learn.
Right. Now, you also play one of the horn instruments.
I play trumpet, I play baritone, but I bring the trumpet actually to the stage with me. You know, for most of my shows. You know, just to show that you have to have dexterity. Just because you're a poet doesn't mean that's the only thing you hone in on.
Right.
So, I mean, you bring it all together to make sure you bring your point across.
I have this ocular attraction that explains this strange passion. Her name I'm not asking because my threshold for pain hard to mask when truth demands attention like crouches risen, midsection ascension. My arms takes 2 pinches. Could I be dreaming? I might be carrying this woman's son in my semen, and deep inside my soul still creaming, feeding for soft words to fall off her lips, to sit gently on my ears to ease away all of my fears except one, the Father and the Son. My spirit is like audible silence, and this quietness in me is like a disguised ride. I'm like a free sample, boo. All I need you to do is try it. I'm lying, I had to write it, but it reminds me of 2 old friends from heaven, and I can remember the feelings that we shared with the Reverend, wishing that these feelings would never end, even though our conversation's been briefer than pelicans. I'm giving these haters hell again. We go together like messed up economy and Republicans. Born again, hooligan, trapped on concrete islands like a ghetto ginger and Gilligan. And you made love feel for real again. And I said your name somewhere between. Let us pray and amen. Deep in my essence stands for dime. In other words, boo, you my 10. Talk to him, man.
Art and Soul of the City is Fort Wayne's hottest locally produced entertainment show on Fox Fort Wayne.
I just know how I want to take a song, what I want to do with it.
Next Saturday, Art and Soul of the City presents soulful singer Mickey White.
She's got a smile on her face, but she fake it.
That's Art and Soul of the City every Saturday at 12:30, right here on Fox Fort Wayne.
You expect to have a comfortable room with space to work if you need to. You expect to be able to unwind. You expect to have a good breakfast before you begin your day. You expect to be able to check in and check out quickly. But at the Baymont Inn, our guests come back again and again because we don't just make them feel welcome.
The Baymont always makes me feel like I'm at home.
Find out why so many people say the Baymont Inn exceeds their expectations on West Washington Center Road, east of Lima Road.
Hello?
Is this Mrs. Jones?
Yes.
This is JRJ Collections. This call is being recorded for quality assurance. We've attempted to contact you on several occasions without any success. If your account is not settled in full today, we will garnish your wages and freeze your bank accounts. You will be responsible for all court costs. The date for a reduced settlement has passed. This matter must be resolved. You can pay by credit card, debit, or check by phone.
Hey.
This is your last chance.
Don't call me again. I filed with Styles.
Styles.
Styles Law Office. Bankruptcy attorney.
Oh, I love Snickers.
Awesome.
I think it's great. Tons of laughs.
It's great.
Yeah, we had a great time.
Oh, we love Snickers coming, bud. Oh, I love Snickers. I'm always here.
We love it.
Oh, I think it's great. It's the best thing happened in Fort Wayne.
It's hilarious.
Oh, it was wonderful. My face hurts.
We had a lot of fun.
I've been to a lot of comedy places in the country, and the Snickers has to be probably one of the best.
Seriously, Snickers? Best place in Fort Wayne to go.
Come out to Snickers. It's where it's at.
Everybody knows Snickers.
Stop in and see the latest arrivals in new and consignment furniture at Cherished Again and Discount Mattress Outlet. Whether you're needing furniture for your home or office, shop Cherished Again and save 50 to 80%. Located at 230 East Collins Road. Stop in and save now.
Finances in a wreck? Don't let creditors take over your life. Save your house and all that you've worked so hard for. Free consultation, payment plans, evening and weekend appointments. Call Jeff Arnold, 1-888-600-LAWS for good help fast.
And now, back to Art and Soul of the City with our special guest today, Abyss.
Now, someone told me that oftentimes you've played with a 17-piece orchestra.
Yes, I love to be on stage. I love to share the stage with wonderful talent. I'm not a ball hog, I'm not a stage hog. I love to be up there so we all feed off each other. And just really, you know, be the example, because this is how it should be.
Right.
So this is how the Rat Pack, I mean, everybody came with like big band, like it's bigger than the stages that you might see us on, but where are you gonna see it right now? Because we don't have that, it's a void missing. So why shouldn't it be us filling it? So we trip over the dollars getting to pennies sometimes.
Right.
And we have to change that mentality. And it goes, I mean, there's a war being declared on us as classes. So if it's a class warfare right now, we have to fight smarter.
Right.
Not harder. You fight smarter. You put a thinking.
Right.
In order to change something like the addiction, you have to take one of these actual movements out. Right. Or it's always going to stay the same. If you do what you always done, you're going to get what you always got. And that's something we've already seen it this way.
Right.
What can I do to make sure that I make this a different experience for the person that comes behind me?
Okay.
So they can actually do it. This is where the inspiration comes from, the influence.
So where do you see this movement going in the next 5 years?
I think the next 5 years, we're going to be on top.
Okay.
On top. And I'm not saying, well, rap did it, this. I just know, I mean, at the temperature of where the world is today, we definitely gotta change things. And the only way you're going to do it is an independent thinker. We don't sit. I'm not Republican, I'm not Democrat. They tell you don't talk about religion or politics, but this is the things that keeps us separate. And the people that gain off this are the people that's telling you not to do it.
Right.
And all it is we transfer that emotion instead of the information that goes with it. Explain to them, why is it that we don't learn about money until we're in a money problem? So we have to stop reacting and be proactive.
Well, I know you're tired. You got to come back here for a performance.
I know, I probably look tired, right?
I can keep talking to you and just get some more things, but before you go, there was a little acoustic here for the camera.
Yeah, I can do that. Let me make sure I'm tuned up here. I think you guys are going to love what we're doing tonight anyway, because it's going to be an amalgamation of certain things you just wouldn't think you'd hear together.
I'm the new drug walking, baby, don't you know? You can come to me fast for a hit of the blow. You can take it in fast, you can take it real slow. I'm the new drug walking. The streets already talking. I got the fiends, I'm a rap breed, you don't see this often. They wanna break me down and bag it. 7 grams is what they tagged it. Hustle hard to get a casket. If these blocks could talk, you probably just hear the ratchets. My flow like a book of matches, but my tire low. The Sparrow's full of patches. These brothers, they real fly. I remember when they were maggots, trying to get me like them gas prices high. I'm the new drug walking, baby, don't you know? You can come to me fast for a hit of the blow. You can take it in fast, you can take it real slow. I'm the new drug walking. The streets already talking. I got the fiends, I'm a rap breed, you don't see this often. No. You know why? Cause I'm not rapping about no trapping. You're bound to see a rerun if you're watching what's happening. I'm wearing the pants, you can never say I'm slacking. Don't judge me by the cover, need to read a couple of chapters, cousin. Why? I gotta grind inside this atlas. Took notes from my granny, keep the money in my mattress. I'm sleeping, psych, I'm only power napping, breathing fire. Cause I'm in the dungeon with these dragons. Peace, y'all.